Alright y'all, welcome back to the episode. Currently we're walking down the dam to get to our spot. I'm super excited for this video because we're going to be fishing with a new lure today. It's a newer lure to me, but I have used them in the past, but it's kind of that lure that I grew up fishing with, and I used to find them on the banks all the time. So I decided to go pick some up today, and we're going to fish with them. What's cool about this lure is it's kind of like a little popper fly. It's made to stay on top of the water, but I have an idea today how I'm going to rig this thing. We're going to fish it both ways, but I have an idea how we're going to be able to get this bait to go down to the bottom a little bit, make it a little suspended. What's awesome is that you can honestly try to target this bait in nothing but grass. It can, like I said, it floats on top of the water. So today we're going to be fishing a bunch of, I call it hydrilla type, I don't know, it's really thick grass. So you guys know what the game plan is. We're gonna cast this thing out and see what we can catch. A lot of you guys don't like these little videos because look at the size of the bait. It's pretty small, which means we're probably gonna get some small fish today, but it's really good to do this in your ponds because this is a bass pond that I fish a lot and there is big fish in here, but I really don't know what lives in this pond. Fishing something this small can actually find that out pretty quickly. You wanna know what these fish are eating so you can target them bigger fish. So today I wanna try to target crappie, hopefully we get some bluegill, maybe a couple bass. You really never know what could be in this lake right here. So we're gonna tie up, hopefully we can catch some fish, guys. Only thing that sucks about this bait, y'all gonna see it here in just a second. That's as far as I can cast. But because this bait has so much action on it, I really don't think we're gonna have to cast far today. There's something in the area. He's gonna smack this thing. Bait's right in front of you. You guys can see what it does. It kind of just floats, and on the back of this bait, there's feathers and pretty much what you have in any of your bladed baits, swim jigs, buzz baits, just some little rubber strings right there. What's cool, we'll get to see how these fish react to this bait, because it pretty much is a little baby topwater, and they get pretty aggressive towards that stuff. Bass looking at it, he just ate it. God, no, she gone. The bass came out the grass and freaking destroyed it, but I couldn't get a hook in him. Might hit it again. Coming up to a little thicker patch of grass. Should be some more stuff hanging out in here. Ooh, bluegill. Giant bluegill, get up. Yes, sir. Oh, and he's off. No, no. All right, I got him. He almost got away from me. All right, y'all, first fish of the day, a nice common little bluegill. This dude's got some pretty colors and a lot of purple. Really, that fly was just sitting there, popped it once or twice, and this dude smacked it. We wanted him a little fly today. Gonna get the release on him. Thank you, buddy. Oh, it came back to me. Oh, and she gone. All right, y'all, that's not bad. First fish was a bluegill. We had a bass, but he got off. Kind of worked this whole entire dam, and it's the deep side and it's during the day, so afternoon these fish will push up a lot more. It's just not ideal time, so I'm actually working into this little corner right here with the hydrilla, the little pads go out a lot further. It seems to be holding some more fish. We're gonna jump down there and see what we can catch. See, there's a big bluegill right there. See if I can get him to come back. This is where the other bluegill bit. Let's go right back in that spot. Got him. What is another bluegill? Get up here. He smacked that thing. That's what's so cool about this lure, y'all. It's just you get to see these fish come up and whack it. And they don't mess around. Look at that thing in his mouth. Second fish of the day, a little bit smaller than the last one. This one has a lot different colors, but they're all grouped up hanging in this corner. It's a beautiful fish, y'all. Let's get him back. Thank you, buddy. She's gone. I love the noise when the bluegill hit on top of the water. The little bluegill are aggressive now. They're little feisty things. They do not mess around with food. I'll sneak back up into this corner. Oh, bass. Good bass too. Come here. Yes, sir. Just like I was saying, guys, you don't know what's gonna hit it. Put it in the right. I actually saw this fish wake on it before he even went up to grab it. Nice bass on the little popper. Look how small it is to him, but it's an easy meal. That's why a lot of people, there's stories about them catching giant bass on the smallest things. It's less energy for the fish to get to that bait. Not the biggest bass, but it's a big one for that little fly, and hopefully we'll get a bigger one today. Super pretty fish right here. I actually saw this fish, like I said, wake on it before he hit it. Turned around, and up came this beautiful fish. Let's throw her back and get some more. I want some more bass. That was fun. Wanted that little fly. Thank you, buddy. She's gone with some force. Bass was not playing around. We'll sneak back up in here. There might be two of them. You can tell it's a little feeding pocket. There's a giant gap from the grass out there to the bank. Enough room for some bass to push up. All right, there's one more little patch of weeds I want to try to hit, and then we're gonna go do our second method of how you can fish these little fly poppers and wear some fish out. Spot I want to hit is right in there, but I can't get to it. The only negative thing about this lure that is super light. Can't expect much because it's so little. That's where my little second method comes in. I've never done this before. Go hit this little pocket one more time, then we're gonna get into it. I know there's more fish where I just came from. Ooh, that was a big fish. Big fish, come on back. I spooked him. Oh, got him. Dude, another bass. Get up here. Look at that thing down his throat. I'm not gonna lie, I flinched on a fish this big. Invested a pair of these. The old girlie got them for me. Little multi-tool. As a fisherman, I use more than just a knife. Most people would probably kill this fish right now the way he's hooked. Just had to remove this hook through the gill. I'm gonna give him a drink of water really quick so he does make it. Yeah, he's all good. This is the fourth fish of the day, super fat bass. Literally jumped out the water to grab this bait. He's very serious about getting his next meal, and he definitely got it. Kind of took it from him, but he'll get another one. Is how aggressive this fish is. Let's get him, throw him back. Thank you, little buddy. And she's off. One more fish on the bait, and then we're gonna switch up our methods. Don't ask me how it happened. Went to go back to the spot. My lure's gone, and I'm looking around. I'm not gonna be able to find that thing. It's so little. I took him off here, walked over here to put him back. And I looked down, and I saw this stuck in my leg. That is not supposed to be there. Give me that back. Once again, multi-tool. I must use these things like 20 times a day. Get out of my leg. All right, y'all, we're all tied back up. Last fish in this little corner. See if he wants it. Ate it when it hit the water. Big old bluegill. Come on back, dude. So that's the thing. This bait looks so good, and it's just the way it was designed. Don't even have to have action for it to work. It literally just mimics something just fell out of a tree. It's in the water and it's hopeless. It's a little snack for any fish. So I said one more fish, but it worked the whole bang back to the camera. We're just gonna switch up the methods right now. Ending it off with this, y'all. Literally pop, twitch. You can fish this bait any way you want it. It attracts fish. Now I have an idea. To cast this bait a little bit further, that's the lack of this bait. It's made for a fly rod, so I get that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little split shot right here. I'm gonna put it on the line, maybe about 1.5 feet. What I'm gonna try to do is, this bait wants to float. So it's pretty much like a little high-low rig. As this little weight pushes it down to the bottom, it's gonna make that bait suspend up. So hopefully we can cast a little bit further and try to get a fish like a crappie out in the middle. Once again, multi-tool. Clamp that puppy down and we're gonna see what we can catch, y'all. I think it's gonna work. Like I said, a high-low rig. That's what we're working with now. See what we can catch. I don't know if this is going to work. We're gonna test it out right here. Hopefully it's enough weight to push that bait down. Yeah, it is. Perfect. So let me get this thing a little bit closer so y'all can see. Don't know if you're gonna be able to. There's the weight bouncing right there, and there's a little popper behind it. It's just enough weight, so it's pretty much like it's a jerk bait. It's slowly suspending. And I can cast a lot further. Yeah, y'all, this is about to happen. Old crab eye. See if we can pull one of them off. I'm gonna fish it, but I'm gonna cast it out, kind of pop it up once or twice. Every pops with the lack in the lines, making that little fly twitch, and then it's pushing it back down. I think it can work. Got about 20 feet right there. If I can just imagine a little pile of crappie out there. This bait's sinking down. It's gonna hit bottom and they're gonna be looking at a bait that's about 1.5 feet in the middle of their little column. Should be a perfect snack for them. And even if I don't get a lot of fish on it, I will get one because old Lippin Bass just made this new lure. We gotta do something with it. What I'm gonna do now, I'm adding another split shot. It's not gonna affect the way the bait's moving down there. It's just gonna give me a little bit more weight. Crapping this pond actually yesterday, y'all. I'm always reconning. I would love to post more videos, but I'm actually out trying to get more content for you guys, finding where these fish are at, trying to find some new ideas. And I love catching crappie. So I actually took out the little rinky-dinky jumbo that's over there yesterday with Zach. And I found out there's a lot more structure in this pond than what I thought, and these crappie sit out much further than what I'm casting right now. So we'll have some videos out shortly about us bass fishing that structure. Yeah, look at that cast, a lot better. And us finding them crappie out there, because I said they were in the middle of the pond. Them dudes were suspended pretty far out. There's a lot of them in here too. Oh, I just had one. No. Come on back. Y'all, that was a bite, that was a bite. There's a little paper mouth down there. Come on back. Get your fresh cast out there. "20 minutes, nothing." We're gonna fish behind where we're catching all of our other fish. Gotta be just lack of distance, because this is like a perfect crappie bait. And with the way I'm fishing it, it doesn't make any sense. I just casted my whole rod in the water. What are you doing? There's a fish. Come here, what is it? Drag's loose. What is it, what is it? Bluegillian. He freaking, where's the bait? All right, the bluegill are smacking it, then it's gotta be distance. How pretty that fish is in the sun. A lot of purple. And the bait is gone. Bait's out, another beautiful bluegill right here. I'm determined for a crappie, so we're gonna let this guy go and keep on fishing. Thank you, buddy. There she goes. Guys, I gotta do it. It's working so perfect that it's impossible not to get a crappie. I just have to find where they're at, just have to keep on this whole dam. Quick little tip. Dam size hold crappie. Dam, how you can tell where it's at, because normally where the bank steeps in all the way, it normally has a backflow behind it, so if the water doesn't go over, it can go down to a creek wherever it goes. Deepest part of the pond, lake, whatever you're fishing, normally is where all the fish will go in the winter, depending on where you're at. I know for a fact these crappies sit on this dam wall, because it's the only spot where I've caught them in here, just the dam wall and out, and there's tons of structure. I just have to find them. I have to find the crappie. I know they're out here, and I'm gonna catch them on my little lure, so let's keep on going. I work about 5 minutes, guys. This is, like I said, it's something new. I never really fished with. I've done something like it, but not the way I have this set up. So I fished the bait for about 5 minutes. I'm not getting any bites. Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. They wanted it a different way. I know there's crappie out here, so I'm just pretty much covering water where they're at, but not getting any bites. So you switch it up. It goes for any lure out there. You find different ways how to get these fish to react, and every day is different. So you always got to be adjusting. There's one. No way. No way. It's gonna be a crappie too. Literally first cast, changing up the method. Where's he at? Come here, please don't come off. What is that? What is it? It's a bluegill. Dude, what are you doing out there? And then you come off. All right. Well, I got me a little bluegill hole out here. I thought it was a crappie. Bit just like one too. Really just, you know, gliding this bait through the water, but also letting it do what it's supposed to do. Let it sink back down there to the bottom. If there's any fish in that suspending range, this bait's gonna come across them. Plus too, I chose to do this little challenge, not so much a challenge, but I chose to fish probably at the worst times of what I'm trying to do, because everything is just a little bit further out. So I'm using a light lure that don't cast and trying to find fish that are probably out a lot further than what I'm fishing, but I always adapt to make it work. Not stop until I do. Well, GoPro's on 29, so 29%. I'm not stopping. Pretty sure I just lost one of my split shots. And yep, I did. So now my chances went down a lot more. I'm back casting like 20 yards. 20 feet. Oh, I just had one. No, no, come back. Please. Please, please, please. Y'all, that was one, 100%. Oh, no. All right, well, it's in this area, right in there. Come on back. All right, so now if I had that second split shot, now it's just a matter of just, you never know if I hit the front of the school, if I hit a loner, and you hit crappie, wherever you're catching them, normally try to fish around it to find out how big the school is, where they're at. But your boy can only cast like 20 feet right now, so I hope the school is as far as I can cast. Y'all, I've worked that whole entire stretch. It's been a good 30 minutes. Cast, walk 2 feet, cast, walk 2 feet. I'm working my tail off for this fish. Oh, that was a crappie. No, no, no. Please come back. Please. Oh my God, I'll kiss you if you come back. No. No. I saw the whole thing. 100%. Please. Followed it all the way to the bank. No. Why is this happening? I'm upset that I did not make it happen. Literally, I had many bites at the bank. Could have been crappie, but for sure saw one eat the bait and swipe at it. I don't know how they're missing this thing, because if y'all could see how this bait's, I'm gonna try to do a video on showing like what it's gonna do, because this honestly is becoming one of my like new finesse baits in a way for smaller game fish. So it works really good. If I would have come in the afternoon, I think it would have done a little bit better for the crappie. But overall, this little bait right here is amazing. It's gonna be in my creek box, micro fishing box. I mean, it puts in work. I love the way it's designed, and it catches fish. And hopefully crappie, if I can figure out how I'm gonna do this, because this is gonna work. I really appreciate y'all sticking around. It means a lot. Like I said, sorry about the video not being big fish. Working towards some new stuff coming up. We'll make it happen. I really appreciate it, guys. On Bass TV.